Yo, 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 what up, guys? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, it's GBT once again, back to you guys on the same day with the second slash, or I should say Traxxas slash four-wheel drive, mid-center gravity, 3500 kV, 4-pole, electric, brushless, short course truck run, 1954 gearing, 19 pinion, 54 spur. On the other 3S, Hyperion 11.4 volt, 75C rated, 4400 milliamp runtime LiPo battery. Once again, 3S. This is another 3S run for today. And it did get a little bit cooler, guys. Remember early on in the first video, it was bright and sunny. Now it got a little cooler. I think it might rain today, I'm not sure. But before it does, let's get the speed run out of the way. And let's have some fun, y'all. All right. Just give me a second, y'all. We'll get to it right now. Alright guys, let's do this run. Video's running? Yep, video's running. Alright guys, hopefully you just enjoyed those last few passes. Double passes, I should say. It is a lot cooler now than it was earlier. I'd say than about an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes ago. So, yeah guys, once again, I want to come out with 2 videos for you guys today of 2 3S speed runs on the Traxxas / 4-wheel drive short course truck. Electric, brushless powered of course. I don't own any cars right now that are nitro or gas. I just own electric. It's a lot quieter. It won't bother the neighbors as much. I won't have neighbors harassing me as much with electric. That's the perks of electric. Plus it's less maintenance with electric cars, less cleaning to do, less problems all around in general. And I am thinking about getting me a gas car, guys. I am thinking about actually buying me a nitro at some point. I do want to get me one. I just don't know what I'm going to get if I do get a nitro. I just want to have one nitro. I want to have one good nitro car. Like I said, nitro, you know, you have to have gas. You have to have bottles of nitrous in your garage or in your closet. And if that stuff spills in your room inside of your house, it's going to cause a lot of problems, you know what I mean? So that's why I like to just go with electric, because it's much cleaner, guys. It's much cleaner. It's less noise. You know, you're not disturbing people as much with electric cars. You know, with nitro or gas, it's, you know, people will always complain. People will be outside complaining, saying it's too loud, it's annoying, you know what I mean? So this is why I like to run electric too, you know what I mean? It saves you money on having to buy fuel constantly. You buy batteries that last you for, you know, 1.5 to 2.5 years, maybe 3 tops. You know, and it's just as fun as nitro, guys. Electric is really fun. I'm an electric guy and a nitro guy. I like both, but I haven't played with nitro in a long time. It's been a good while. Good while. And the sun's starting to set out again. So that means the heat's picking up a little bit. And we can't change that. It is what it is. The sun's starting to come out again. So it's back to getting much hotter again. So what are we gonna do, right? What are we gonna do? Gonna run this battery through. Once this battery dies, I still have 2 2S Genza's hard packs that are fresh, fully charged. I may throw those in the Stampede and do a run later on today of the Stampede. Not sure. The Stampede is a lot easier to control on 2S, guys. I mean, I'm still going 45 to 47 miles per hour with the Stampede. Actually, it's like a max of pretty much 47. 46.7, I think, is my max on the Stampede. 46.6, 46.7 miles per hour. So close to, you know, it's up there closer to 50. Not quite 50, but closer to 50 miles per hour. And it's still a little bit faster than my / 4-wheel drive on 2S, which my / 4-wheel drive only does about 44.4, 44.5. Still fast. Like I said, it's nothing as fast as 2S. Or as 3S, I'm sorry, as 3S. There's really no comparison. That 15 to 30 extra miles per hour you get is just insanity. level, guys. What up, guys? What up? What is good? Anyways, like I said, guys, gonna do some more passes, another couple rounds of some speed passes. You guys know the drill by now. Do 3 to 5 passes, and in regards to this car specifically on 3S, let it cool for about 5 minutes to 7 minutes. Again, 3 to 5, maybe 6 passes, let it cool 5 to 8 minutes. That's how I'm always doing it, guys. I gotta let it cool at least 5 to 6 at most. Sometimes it's gotta be 8 to 9 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Depending on the weather, you know what I mean? I mean, luckily I got an ESC fan for my speed controller, so it's not gonna overheat and get messed up on me like the 116E Revos. You know, the 116E Revos, the main reason why I'm having issues is because of the gearing, number one, because it is geared a little too high for the systems I have in them. And also because I don't have fans for my ESC. If I had a fan for my ESC on them both and I had heat sinks on the motors, I wouldn't be going through motors and ESCs as much on the 116E Revos. I really wouldn't be. The only reason why I'm going through them so much is because, like I said, Traxxas doesn't make a mini ESC fan for the damn VXL 3M ESCs on the 116E Revos. It doesn't make sense, guys. It just doesn't make sense. You put out an awesome car like an E-Revo or a 116 Summit VXL, you know, any of their 116 on-road touring cars with the same system in them, and it's like, why the hell would they not throw an ESC made, a miniature ESC made, or a miniature ESC fan made for their smaller ESCs? It just doesn't make sense. It baffles me. No, I haven't had issues with my Rustler VXL ESC. I haven't had issues with my Traxxas / two-wheel drive ESC, the one prior to the one I just bought, the one I sold. I haven't had issues with my other cars, guys. Really, I haven't had any major issues with my ESCs on my other bigger scale cars. It's just my 1/16 scale E-Revos, you know, most of the time, and my 1/8 scale E-Revo, of course. That one's had a lot more problems than all of my other cars. Just crazy. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get these runs going here shortly. They cooled down again. I was just thinking, guys, I may end up taking out my Traxxas Bandit, since you haven't seen the Bandit buggy in a while. I may end up taking out the Bandit. It's got that Traxxas 4000 kV 4-pole motor in it. So I'm going to take that one out, I think, after this run. And I'm going to do a 2S run, not a 3S run, a 2S run with one of the Gen Ace hard packs on the Bandit buggy. Because I haven't ran that buggy in a while, guys. I miss running it. And really, I don't even need the wheelie bar on it because, well, I do need the wheelie bar on it for 3S, but not for 2S. For 2S, I don't wheelie much on it at all because of the simple fact that it's not powerful enough to lift off with the weight I have added to it, the lead weight squares that I have added to it. It's not going to lift off, so I'm good. And if you guys can remember, the highest PB that I have, the highest personal best on the Traxxas Bandit is 69.6 miles per hour. 69.6, so basically 70. Alright? And that's with the cell phone. With the cell phone, it's 69.6 using the speedometer app. So you take away 0.4 miles per hour, it's an even 69.0 miles per hour. That's still fast. 69.0 is still fast. 69.0 to 69.6, that's quick as crap, guys. So the goal is to hit 70 and over with the Traxxas Bandit on 3S pretty soon. I might end up actually increasing the gearing on that car too, so we'll see. Or I may not. All I know is that it's awesome. It's an awesome buggy. I really like it. I like the Bandits and the Rustlers a lot. You know, even though they're two-wheel drives, I still like my two-wheel drive cars. They're just as fast as my four-wheel drives, but they just don't have the same traction that the four-wheel drives have. So that's the only problem that I have with them, you know. You don't have the best control, but it's all good. Still good. And I am really thinking about getting the Rustler four-wheel drive. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but who knows, guys. I may just end up getting the Rustler four-wheel drive. I'll just buy it as the VXL version so I can get the TQI remote, which is just a lot better than the TQ. And I don't have to spend time upgrading the center drive shaft to aluminum and all that crap like I did with the Stampede four-wheel drive. You know, that's just too much work. I just don't want to go through all that work. I'd rather just have an aluminum drive shaft out of the box, a TQI remote, all that good stuff. So if I do want to go Mamba Monster, I want to upgrade to a 1/8 scale system, I can just drop that system in and I can be on my way, you know? I don't have to buy any more stuff for it. I could just worry about getting, you know, customized shock caps or shocks. You guys know what I mean? So, excuse me for talking so much. I know I'm running my flap again, my yap. I'm just letting my slash cool down right now. I think it's almost done there. Give me a second. Yeah, it's done. Guys, like I said, it's done cooling off, so we're gonna do another 3 to 6 passes and I'm gonna let it cool again, okay? You guys know the drill by now. And the higher I start gearing it up, the more time I'm gonna have to let it cool. And the less passes as well. All right, y'all. Sun came out again. Video still rolling. You saw those passes for yourselves. It's legit. All right, 1954 gearing, 19 pinion, 54 spur. Mod 0.8 gears, which are just normal gears on most, you know, hobby grade RC company vehicles nowadays. But most of your Mod 1 stuff is more for the 1/7 scale and 1/8 scale cars and bigger. You know, 1/6 scale, 1/5. You know, most of those use, you know, Mod 1 gearing. And I think higher than Mod 1 as well. And I think the X-Max, Traxxas X-Max monster truck uses a lot higher than Mod 1. I don't know what it's called, but I don't have an X-Max, so I have no clue. If I do buy an X-Max, and if I do, man, oh man, that thing's gonna be a basher for sure. I'm gonna be able to take that wherever I want to take it. That truck's gonna be the alpha omega of all of my cars, man. That's gonna be my favorite car. You know, even though the E-Revo 1.8 is my favorite car hands down that Traxxas just came out with, I think if I get an X-Max, it's gonna topple my E-Revo one day. It's gonna topple pretty much all of my cars, except for, you know, a couple, maybe 3 of them. You know, guys, the X-Max just has the recipe for everything. You know, you want to go off-roading, you can go true off-roading. You know, you can really go off-roading with an X-Max. You know, with all the other off-road 110 scales, 116 scales, it's not as easy, guys. I mean, if you really think about it, trying to take a slash four-wheel drive off-road, that's going to be one hell of a time. You know what I mean? Especially through rocks. You know, mini E-Revo, definitely not. Big E-Revo, somewhat, but still. I think the only car that can handle off-road the best is either the Stampede four-wheel drives or the X-Maxes, in my opinion. That's it. But the X-Max really is the best for off-roading. An X-Max, you know, a low C DBXL, you know, something big like that, a 1/6 scale and bigger. You know, 1/7 scales, 1/8 scales, they can handle off-roading somewhat, they can, but they're not nearly as good as a 1/6 and bigger. Or let's just say 1/7 and bigger, between 1/5 and 1/7. That's just my opinion. A Traxxas X-Max, guys, just has the recipe for being a true off-road vehicle. It really is. It's a true off-road vehicle. That would be the only vehicle that I would want to run off-road most of my time, you know, or on a track, would definitely be the X-Max. Now, if it's like a smooth dirt oval track, you know, and you're doing like competition racing, then obviously X-Max is not the vehicle. That would be a slash four-wheel drive, a Rustler four-wheel drive, you know, something with a low center of gravity chassis. You know, Rustler two-wheel drive maybe a Rustler two-wheel drive, but you know, a lot of competition oval track racers are normally buying cars, you know, from HPI, Team Associated, TLR, which is Team Low C Racing. You know, Red Cat maybe Red Cat. So most of your higher end oval track racers are going to be, you know, with company names like Team Associated and HPI. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Traxxas cars don't make good oval dirt track racers, but you know, I heard that, you know, most Traxxas stuff is a little too heavy for racing and competitions, and they're more bashers than they are racers. You know what I mean? Which, you know, it doesn't bother me. You know, all I own is Traxxas, and I'm happy with Traxxas. I like Traxxas a lot. It's actually my #1 brand, my #1 go-to brand. And you're gonna have fanboys saying Traxxas sucks, it's garbage, it's all plastic, it's cheap. They make their cars, you know, they make their cars available for part support because they break quick. And whether that may be the case or not, I'm sure it is the case. Either way, I love them. You know, it doesn't matter. I speak in high regards of Traxxas. Traxxas is one of my favorites. It will always be one of my favorites, no matter what. Even if I decide one day I'm going to get an Arma and HPI, Traxxas will always be one of my favorites. Because the very first car that I started out with was a Traxxas Rustler two-wheel drive. I mean, not as far as hobby grade. The very first hobby grade car I got was XTM Racing. Okay, it was the XTM Nitro Accelerator. And it was the Team Associated TC3 Plus on-road touring car. Okay, those were my 2 first hobby grade cars, realistically speaking. I started out with XTM Racing and with Team Associated. But then, as far as getting into electric hobby grade cars, my very first electric was brushed, and it was hobby grade, and it was the Traxxas Rustler two-wheel drive, which is what you guys have seen in a lot of my videos as of today. And that car is pretty much 5 years old and over. It's 5+ years of age. So that's an old car, y'all. That's 5+ years of age right there. It's approaching 6 years old, so it's one of my oldest cars. You know, and then I recently took it up to VXL brushless power. As of recent, I think it was like 3 years ago I did that. So You know, guys, I just like to have a good time. I like to kick it. I like to just have fun, you know. I like to provide content for you guys, have you guys enjoy my videos, you know what I mean? I'm a video creator, a content creator. I do a bunch of stuff on this channel, so, you know, I just want to tag you guys along for the ride, you know, inspire you guys a little bit. Maybe y'all want to get into the hobby if you're not into the hobby. Maybe I inspire you to want to get into the hobby, you know, and just doing stuff like this for people, sharing my knowledge and information, you know, helps others out a lot. So once again, if you guys have any questions about any of my cars that I have, or about any Traxxas vehicle, or any hobby grade vehicle for that matter, ask me and I will help you to the best of my ability. All right, let's see if the slash has cooled off. Give me a second. All right, y'all, let's get this 3S run going again. Let's do a few more passes. Y'all, hopefully you're enjoying these speed runs. Those last few passes were kind of rocky, guys. I could have slammed into the sidewalk or into that white pickup, but you know, I got my TSM turned up a little bit, so you know that gyro's taking effect to aid me in the control of the vehicle. And I don't even have it turned up all the way. I just have it turned up a little past the 12 o'clock mark, so I think it's around the 1 o'clock, 1 hour 15-minute mark, around there. 1 hour and 5 minutes, 1 hour and 10 maybe. I will say this, folks, I will say, we are still rolling, right? Yeah, we are, okay. I will say that the traction on the two-wheel drive Traxxas slash two-wheel drive high center of gravity vehicle, the wheels, in regards to the vehicle itself, the wheels are amazing. The wheels that I have on my slash four-wheel drive are from a guy that I bought that had he owned or his buddy owned a Traxxas / 2-wheel drive, high center gravity short course truck. And he sold these wheels to me for like $30, all four brand freaking new, brand spanking new. I had to capitalize on the offer and buy them, guys. So, you know, I got a backup set once these wear out, like I said in my first video from earlier today. I have a set just like these on my brand new / 2-wheel drive high center gravity short course truck that I'm going to throw onto my 4-wheel drive, you know, if I don't get any wheels anytime soon. You know, at least I got those, and I can run those until, you know, I get some more cash, and, you know, I got a lot more cash flow coming in, so I can purchase more wheels and accessories for my older cars and for my newer ones. You know what I mean? I still got to get a pair of Traxxas Rustler Anacondas, a little VXL Rustler, and I want to get some Proline wheels as well for my Bandit and for my other cars. You know, I'm really thinking of getting a good quality wheel like a Proline for my Stampede 4-wheel drive eventually, instead of just constantly going with Talons. You know, I can at least go with something that has a better compound, you know, has a little bit more traction than the Talon, better grip, you know. And the sun came out again, and it's a beautiful shiny day, baby. You know what haters are gonna do? Haters are just gonna hate on a beautiful sunny day like this, baby. Hating on the GBT, and the GBT's not even talking about them anymore. You know what I mean? Not even making community posts, not even sharing my thoughts on what I think about people, you know, and I'm still getting hated on a regular basis. My cat video, as you can tell, got like 10 to 12 dislikes. And as you can see, guys, I've really pissed a lot of people off, and that's for the obvious reasons. That's just for the truth. You know, they can't stand it because, well, they can't stand that I've won the arguments and I've won the war and everything, and that there's never going to be a war, you know? There's never going to be any more problems ever again, because I put it to rest and I laid them to rest. I slayed them. So really, it doesn't even matter anymore. You know, it's irrelevant. I'm not going to even mention them in my streams. You know, I've been doing pretty good in my streams, as you can tell. I'm not really talking much about anybody. Just keeping to myself and talking to the people that deserve to be talked to, like my loyal supporters, the ones that really care about my channel and want to see me grow, and they love my channel, you know? Those are the individuals I care about. Not the ones that are trying to waste my time. You know what I mean, guys? So my / 4-wheel drive is almost done cooling off. Let me see how it is. Let me see how it's doing real quick. Because I don't have the temp gun. Remember I told you guys my temp gun's not working. It needs a new battery, so. I'm just testing the temperature by finger now, guys. Here comes my my VXL 3M ESC in my motor. UPS just got here. Hold it, guys.
What's up, Anthony? What's going on?
Nothing much. Alrighty, guys, I just got the package. Let me go get a cutting knife, so I'll be back.